What's good? What's good? Thanks for watching this video. It is your boy Trey Little. Make sure you like this video so I can get in a recommended and on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe because I'm dropping multiple videos per day. So the first thing that I want to say real quick before we get going is this. This is no way of me attacking Lil Pump. This isn't me hating on Lil Pump. This isn't me attacking anybody's political views and saying what he believes is wrong. I'm just going to talk about why I think, as an artist, me being an artist myself, the way he went about what he did might have been a decision that really could hurt his career. And I don't know if he's going to be able to come back from it, right? So I'm not the only YouTuber and reporter that talked about this, right? There's so many other reporters on YouTube, and there's a lot of his fans that are confused by his decision. So for those who don't know, there was a rally in Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan. It was a rally for Trump, right? So it was a rally, right? It was what you would normally expect at a rally. And then all of a sudden, as Trump was talking, he was like, I'm gonna call up a special guest, Lil Pump, right? And that's when all the memes came. It was super hilarious. But the thing is, Lil Pump came up out of nowhere, right? And then he started, talking for a little bit. But here's the thing. If Lil Pump would have been someone who was already politically active, if Lil Pump would have been someone who was already conservative, or someone who was already respected as a leader, it would have been a lot different, right? So let me give you an example. When Kanye came out and was supporting Donald Trump, to his followers, it was shocking and they were upset with him because he's done so much stuff to basically stand up for the black community. So his followers almost felt like, whoa, that was a shocker. But he actually went on air and heard people out and was challenged. And, when he decided to start doing the, what did he start doing? The church tours and stuff like that. He actually started getting a lot of respect from his followers. And it's almost one of them things where people aren't really trying to cancel him anymore, at least from what I see in pop culture, because there's so much respect for Kanye and him being honest that, I'm a free thinker. I believe that I should be able to think freely. And he also talked about some of his mental challenges and talked about how he might not go about everything perfectly, right? So when it comes to Lil Pump, on the other hand, it's a lot different. He just, hey man, MAGA 22, and he joking about it. He making a mockery. And the thing is, if I was a Trump supporter, if I was one of the people who supported Trump, I would be kind of offended at this, because it almost seems like he's trying to manipulate and make fun of, even when he's talking with his country accent and he being funny. He even got, Trump 2020 carved in his necklace on the back of it. He's all over Instagram, just kind of making a fool of himself, right? And it seemed like he got paid, if anything. And here's the thing. When it comes to politics, when it comes to being a leader, when it comes to representing the people, when it's not just about the money. You have to do it because you believe in it. And the thing is, people did not expect this from Lil Pump, and that's why I'm saying that. So that's why it's coming off as he got paid to do it. He's doing it for clout. He's doing it because he wants to find a new buzz. But here's the thing. Just say after the recount and they take this to the Supreme Court or whatever with the elections, if Trump don't win, what's going to happen with Lil Pump? Lil Pump was almost trying to be Trump's right-hand man, when Trump was just oh, that's the guy right there. Hey, man, good to see you. Bro, if Trump don't win and, he go back to being a businessman, building businesses, running hotels, the Trump Towers and stuff like that, he's not about to put Lil Pump in a position. Y'all, let me know. Do y'all really think if Trump don't win, he goes back to his normal life as a businessman? Do you really think he's going to endorse Lil Pump? Do y'all really think he's going to fund Lil Pump? And that's the thing, right? So Lil Pump, changed his Instagram name, carved his huge diamond pump face chain, put the, that's kind of like letting you know that, that's letting you know that he got paid for it, because he actually carved his name in his jewelry, right? Which, like, what rapper is gonna do that? You know what I mean? Just randomly tarnish your own jewelry just to be silly, right? So, he got a bag and he got a check. And the reason that I put sold his soul is because selling your soul don't always mean like some evil thing, right? It just means that you can be bought with a price to do and become something that you don't want to be, right? So meaning that if you're someone who stands for the environment, right? If you're not about littering, if you're not about gas, if you're about electric cars, right? And somebody come pay you, and you're somebody who's all over YouTube, all over Instagram saying, I'm about electric cars, I'm about saving the environment, I'm about not digging into oil wells, and then somebody come give you a check, and all of a sudden you flying around in a diesel truck. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like you can be bought with a price. So so if you can be bought with a price, if you can be bought with a price, then it's almost like you're for sale. And that's what selling your soul is for these rappers, man. Like, it's just tough because he was so young. He blew up, hit his peak super young by trolling, wilding out, like Boot Gang 6ix9ine and all that kind of stuff. And then when your followers are like, haha, you're not funny anymore, I don't care about your music, then it puts you into this state of panic to where like you could be like, he's still gonna be successful, right? Lil Pump, I mean, he should have a pretty good deal as long as he's not in debt with his deal. He should be straight. But the fact that he wants that attention, he's doing stuff to get attention, right? So somebody's asking, what's wrong with Trump having rapper friends? There's nothing wrong with it. The thing is the way he went about it, right? So you got 50 Cent who made a video, or who made a post on he made a post on Instagram saying, yo, man, Biden tripping, bro. Like, I don't care, bro. I ain't paying no 60% of taxes, man. I don't care if Trump don't like black people. Man, like, I ain't about to pay the taxes, right? And that was what 50 Cent said as a joke, right? He was just being funny. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, right? It was him being kind of funny. But at the same time, like, you look at when Ice Cube met with Trump, and they were working on a platinum plan. The platinum plan is supposed to be something, like, I haven't fully researched the platinum plan, but it's supposed to be something that's supposed to help people who are in need, specifically minorities, right? And Ice Cube met with him. A lot of people gave Ice Cube a hard time, but at the same time, like, people should be able to meet with people if, Ice Cube values has always been resistance, fighting against the power, NWA, fighting against oppression, right? So that's why people got mad and was like, why are you meeting with him? Why are you meeting with Trump? But at the same time, as long as he's not going against his own values, like, you can sit and meet. I done sat and met with it, but I still can talk, or who might not like the culture I come from, but I can still talk and not agree with them, right? So when it comes to making deals in business, you're gonna sit across from people that you might not agree with, right? So here's the thing. Back to Lil Pump, though, it's different. Ice Cube can walk away and say, I never sold out, I never folded, right? You got people like John Gray, who's an African-American pastor, well-respected, who met with Trump and talked about, I think it was the prison reform, which is a good thing, right? And I didn't feel like he went against his values, because what happens sometimes is you can pander. You can start folding and pandering, right? So when it comes to Lil Pump, it looks like he was pandering. There was nothing that he stood on. There was no sort of, there was nothing that he didn't stand on, no foundation. He just went and started trolling and wilding out. And, Lil Pump fans are looking at him like, bro, what the heck are you doing? Like, it just seemed like he's all over the place. You can't respect that, right? Listen, for me, I'll go sit and speak with anybody, but I'm still going to hold on to my values, right? If for instance, if I met Trump, right, I'm not going to change about who I am. My hope is, and it's easy to say, but my hope is if I had a chance to talk, it'll be, here's how I feel. Here's how the community that I come from feel. And this doesn't mean I have to support him or vote for him. It could just mean that I'm talking to him, representing my people. And I do this on a smaller scale, right? I do this when I met the police chief in Detroit. I do this when I meet all types of people. I've met some people that are very who comes off as prejudice, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, what's the deal? Like, why do you, and try to have a civil conversation? Some people aren't willing to talk, some people are, right? So for me though, no one can take a picture and say, oh, Trey was seen with this person, let's dismiss him or let's cancel him, because I never changed my views and my values. Like, I can meet with somebody and be like, listen, I want to speak on behalf of the community. Let's have a conversation. Let's dialogue, right? I'm not saying that's going to happen with somebody like Trump. You never know, right? I don't know how big my influence will grow and what could happen, right? But all I'm saying, I've done this on smaller scales with people empowered, with millionaires, with rich people, with people in my city, right? I've spoke on behalf of the community and never changed my values. But like I said, when it comes to Pump, he's young, you know what I mean? He needs mentorship, he needs guidance, and I never wish failure on anyone. All I'm saying is that once all of this is said and done, and even if Trump would have won, it just didn't look good on his image for his followers. It just seemed inconsistent and random and out of the blue. Like, it seemed like he just got paid and did it, right? And now his fans are like, we don't respect you. Like, you're really not funny anymore, right? So hopefully as he get older, man, he starts to learn. And if I have an opportunity to kick it and talk to Pump, man, I would love to give him some pointers on just life, man, just how to be grounded and just how to be level-headed through all this. He has a way bigger platform. I don't know what it's like on his level and all that, but at the same time, man, you got to be somebody that's honorable and respectable when you have millions of followers. He lost over 300,000 followers plus because of what he did. So, I'm just hoping that, he's going to think about it and just learn how to not give social media this trolling and stuff like that they want, because it's like his audience is egging him on to just wild out and shave his eyebrows and just do crazy stuff, tattoo random stuff on his face, right? It's like, hopefully he can learn how to take care of himself, you know what I mean? And not fall into the trap of being a billboard and a poster for being mocked and laughed at, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. All that being said, hope y'all have a good day, good night. Comment in the comments where y'all from. I'll respond. And let me know what y'all want to see me cover next. I'm on here talking about a lot of stuff. Yes, I post music. I do music reviews. I got music videos on here. I got vlogs. But these kind of videos seem like they do really well on my channel when I'm talking about popular subjects and I'm dissecting it and giving my views and opinions. You can expect more of this every day. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. And let me know what you want to see. And I promise you, y'all, I'll read it, because I want to give y'all the thought. I want to talk about the stuff y'all want me to talk about and give my opinion and give